You're listening to the Ella and Leland Show, brought to you by Gopher Recording Studio, www.gopherrecordingstudio.com. We're making dreams a reality. Well, good afternoon, Ella.
Good afternoon.
How we doing? I got to shut off the reverb, don't I?
Yeah.
I don't know where that's at. We'll try to look for it here.
Okay.
As you can tell us a little story or a little bit more about this week, if you would like. I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
I was in Watertown yesterday.
You were? What did you do?
Went outside, went to a rummage sale, went to Runnings, picked up a shirt, and I went to Lake Pesca.
You had a lot of fun at Lake Pesca, didn't you?
Yeah.
Was the water cold?
Oh, I didn't go in it.
Oh, you didn't go in at all? Then how come your shoes got wet?
Well, it was splashing up a lot on the boardwalk.
Oh, it was?
And, yeah, the wave got way too big as soon as I decided to step there, and then...
Is that right?
Yeah.
On the boardwalk. Mm-hmm. And that's really cool. Lake Pesca, they have a long, long path, don't they?
Yes.
How far around the lake does that go?
I do not know.
But it goes a long ways, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so there are a few things that I have to mention this week.
Okay.
Okay? So, first of all, well, I'm going to mention what's coming up. What's coming up is you have a track meet.
Yes.
Are you tired?
Very.
And she's like, anyway, so that's coming up this Thursday, May 4th.
Yep.
And what events are you going to do?
I'm doing a 100-meter dash, 400-meter dash, and 800-meter run.
Woo-wee. I'm going to do the 3,200-meter relay. And I hope my team is quick, because they better be like 10 laps ahead.
Yeah.
Because I ain't running. I'm just kidding, but your Aunt Tammy was very good at that. She was a 9-time state champ in track and cross country. And she was fast, let me tell you what. Right?
Yes.
And then I heard you were in Watertown yesterday at your Grandma Lisa's. And right next to Grandma Lisa lives Aunt Tammy.
Yeah.
And I had gotten Colton a podcasting kit one year. And I hear that he's using it. Leland, my son, Leland Ford, he said that he went in there and there were a bunch of boom mics and everything. And
yeah.
I think what they play games and then they're like, oh, la, la, la. Or I don't know what they do, right?
Yeah.
What, are you clapping? You can't clap as loud as I can. That's for Grandpa Lonnie. Okay, that's enough. So we have that today. This is Sunday. We're already April 30th.
Yep.
A day away from May Day.
Yay!
Right? And later in like an hour or 2 or 3 or whenever, we're going to go to Esteline for the Justin Sadoff benefit.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing. So I know most people, by the time they hear this, if they do hear this, it'll be over. But I'm sure you can send something to the bank there in care of Justin Sadoff. And we pray for him that he gets better, right?
Yep.
Okay, now from that to, I know a very exciting thing for you. And I don't know how this came up, but Mom found a race car thing. And the races are going to be what? May
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, whenever that is.
Yeah.
I'm thinking May 14th. Is that off?
Probably.
Probably. But so why do you like the races? What is it about the races in general that you like, Ella?
It's magical.
It's magical. Well, why is it magical? Because, I mean, the cars aren't like flying themselves.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's her answer, that they're flying themselves. You know, I guess
fine.
when you're a dirt track racer, there's something about it.
Yep.
There's something about freezing your butt off and getting dirt thrown in your face, right?
Yeah.
Because then it feels like if you come home with dirt, you're like, I was at the races, right?
Yeah. It's not the same as watching it on TV. It's not dirt track racing until you taste the dirt.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's not dirt track racing until you've tasted the dirt. Count me out. Count me out. I'll watch them on TV. Just fine enough with me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's exciting for you, right?
Yeah. I remember on like one of the last races of the whole season, we had left napkins because we had gotten burgers, and the top napkin was pure black.
Holy moly. So that tells you how much dirt you've eaten.
Yeah.
You're going to gain like a pound from dirt.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, I was hungry before I went, but I'm full now because I got a belly full of dirt.
Yeah.
Well, I know that your mom, Cassie, my wife,
Yes.
she likes it. Your
Yes.
grandpa Lonnie loves it.
Yes.
I think they both love it, don't they?
Yes.
And you love it?
Yes. And I quote, my grandpa always tells me I've been going to the races as soon as I got out of the stroller. So.
Pretty much. So can you ever foresee yourself driving a race car?
I don't know.
Or just watching?
I don't know.
You haven't really thought about that, huh?
I don't know.
I always wanted to be a drag racing. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Where you just go straight.
Yeah.
Now, dirt track racers like, it's too boring for me to go straight. And I say, well, it's too boring for me to watch you go left, 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 left. Even the cars are set up different. So the tires on the left side of the car are bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they are.
They are.
They look funny that way. I think funny. Now, if there's anybody listening to me, like if Scott Ward gets on here, because we're friends on Facebook.
Cool.
He might say, Happy, I don't know what he's talking about. Dirt track racing is it. And I know you probably like to watch Scott Ward, but your favorite is who?
Maria Brooksick.
Hey, Maria!
Who is that?
Well, that was supposed to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. Because he was married to Maria Shriver. So it'd go, yeah, Maria!
Cool.
Right? You're not too keen about that. So what else has gone on, Ella? I mean, it is so great that the snow is gone.
Yay!
It's gone.
It was hailing yesterday
Yesterday it was hailing?
at Watertown.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Wow.
it was hailing.
Other than it has been, the wind has been blowing. I mean, like, it's not safe for me to be outside without something to hold on to, because I'll go blowing across the lawn like a big tumbleweed.
He go burr.
Do you remember the time that you found that big tumbleweed?
It was bigger than me.
It was huge. It was almost up to my chin about.
Yeah.
It was a lot wider than I was, too.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even see that size tumbleweed in like a Western. They'd knock somebody over.
Yeah.
Like, doo, 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 doo. Oh, tumbleweed, right?
Yeah.
Well, Ella, I'm trying to get you to talk as much as I can, but all she is saying is yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what else? Now, you have to be excited about this, that school is this month.
Yes.
It's out.
Yes.
Is it the 25th?
It's not this month. It's not May yet.
Well, tomorrow it will be May. When you go back to school, it will be May.
Yes.
So, for sure, there's less than 25 days, right?
Yeah, less than 25. There are less than less than 5 weeks of school.
Oh, cool. Well, do you have any stories for us, Ella?
Would you like to hear about a nurse that killed a lot of her patients?
Do you have anything else? Because I'm like, baby farming was last week.
Yeah.
And that scared me, Ella. It really did scare me.
Yeah.
Because I had envisioned this lady planting babies in the soil.
Oh, no.
Well, you know, baby farming.
Yeah.
But if you want to tell that, go ahead and tell that.
Okay, so, basically, there was this girl, I can't remember her name, and she lived in a very small town.
We'll call her Lulu.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Lulu lived in a small town, and she wanted a life, like a romance magazine.
Oh, she wanted a husband?
Yeah, she wanted, like, the perfect life out of a magazine.
Right.
Yeah. She wanted, like, a magical movie life.
Right.
So...
Like a trophy husband like me. Don't laugh. Okay.
And she was super sweet. She worked at a nursing home. And whenever a patient would have a temper tantrum or would, like, be rude and hit her and stuff, she would, like, be like, care for them, and she wouldn't get mad, is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know if I could do that. Like, if they threw poop at me or something, I'd be like, no, I'm out of here.
Oh, you just made me envision that.
Well, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, basically, she was the nicest nurse. She always had, like, a nice tight ponytail. She always had everything together. But after a while, she met somebody and got married to him. And I think she had, like, 2 kids. And after a while, they would be, like, fighting. So they would get divorced. And then she would marry another man. And I
think I know where this is going. Like, she married 10 men and buried them too, right?
So, but lots of people would make fun of her.
Yeah.
And she was trying to lose weight too.
Oh, so she was a bigger lady?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was trying to lose weight, and every time, like, she would always, on, like, Saturday, Friday nights, she would go by where a whole bunch of teenagers hung out and put on, like, a pretty outfit and would just stand there.
This sounds like a movie that I saw called Mama.
Oh. And, so she would just stand there and nobody would notice her. Nobody would ever notice her. She was just invisible. And after a while, she got really tired of all of this and she wanted to be noticed. And one day, she took, I can't remember what it's called, and injected it into a man's arm. An older man.
Because she was a nurse, kind of, and she knew what would kill him.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was, like, some things that if you were going to, like, get them, like, hooked up to oxygen and stuff like that, they would do that, and it would paralyze their lung for a temporarily, so that they can put all, like, that thing for the oxygen in,
the tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but without that in there, his lungs were just paralyzed. So, she's like, he stopped breathing. Somebody help. He's choking, or he's like coughing, and he needs some help. On December 5th, 2000 something, she killed the first victim.
Don't let that woman by me. She's gonna burn me.
I know, and everybody thought that she was so nice.
So did they know that, or was she like, oh my gosh, this just happened out of the blue, right?
Yeah. And then another time, there was this woman. She was in a nursing home, so everybody was kind of old. So.
Like, how old are we talking?
Like 80s, 90s.
You better say 90s, because I know a lot of people in their 80s.
Yeah.
And the older I get, the less old they seem.
Yeah. So, and then this girl, I think she was 92. She would always fight with Lulu, as we called her. Not her real name. So she would always fight with her. She would always, like, hit her, like, psh, 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 like, just smack her. And
Lulu would hit this lady, or this lady
would hit? No, the lady would hit Lulu. And the lady kept getting tantrums after tantrum after tantrum. And Lulu decided she had all the power in their fragile lives. So she put some of that chemical into her IV.
Uh-oh.
So, and she said it was going to help her.
I'm going to call this lady Betty. Betty, go bye-bye.
That happened.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah. And then she started targeting younger girls because she got moved up into a hospital.
Oh.
And there was this one girl, and she would always be at a club that she went to.
Yeah.
And she always got all the attention. So she tried to go out for her. Luckily, she did not get harmed.
Oh, she didn't?
Mm-mm. Well, we're coming up to a break, so.
Are we?
3, 2, 1, go.
You're listening to the Ella and Leland Show, brought to you by Gopher Recording Studio, www.gopherrecordingstudio.com, where we're making dreams a reality. All right, as you were saying, Ella.
She luckily that girl survived.
Did she get like any medicine in her or not?
No.
No. Okay.
And she survived. So she kept targeting older people, and people were noticing that like everybody was dying from the same thing. But nobody suspected her because she was always the nice nurse.
Right.
And she would always like wear perfume so that the elder people would like it. Yeah. And so then she kept targeting older victims, especially a man who would never notice her or made fun of her.
Yeah, because I mean they're old people. They could have a stroke at any time, or
And so like there was this one person whose grandson always made fun of, let's call her Lulu. So she decided to take her revenge on the whole family.
The whole family?
Yeah. So she injected that thing into him again. Or into him. So then he passed away. And I think it was like 15 people that she did this to.
Holy moly.
Yeah. And then this person, or like the owner of the hospital, started noticing it. And they were like, is this a coincidence or is this murder? So he talked to the police and they set up, the cleaning lady noticed that substance was missing from the medical, cart or whatever.
Right.
And so they set up some,
Camera?
Yeah, cameras. And meanwhile, Lulu went to a younger girl, she was probably 15, 16.
Holy moly.
And injected that stuff into her IV and said, oh, it's just supposed to help with the pain. And later, her mother reported her making horse-like sounds because she couldn't... she couldn't breathe. Yeah, she couldn't breathe. She was like... like that.
Right.
And she couldn't breathe. Luckily, they saved her. And she didn't think anything of it. And then, after they set up the cameras, they caught Lulu taking that substance. And then she went to, another 92-year-old man. And she injected that stuff into his IV. And he survived. And he said that a girl with a really clean ponytail and a clean shirt with perfume on injected something into my IV before it happened.
I've never heard about a clean ponytail. Clean shirt, yeah. But clean ponytail, what, she got a bunch of lice in her hair or what?
No frizz, no
No,
shirt,
okay.
No Sharkies.
Straight hair. Okay.
Yeah, no frizz, no Sharkies.
Sure.
And eventually, this went to court. And all of the families were super upset that the hospital didn't notice this before that happened.
Right.
And then she's in jail. Oh,
she's in jail.
And the daughter said that she would sleep with a bat next to her bed, like a baseball bat, because her mother said one time...
I just imagined her with a live bat, and I'm like, why would she be sleeping by a bat? Is she Dracula or what?
Oh, a wooden baseball
A wooden
bat.
baseball... Yeah, I get that now.
Yeah, because her mother said something like, I could kill you right now, or something like that. So every time she had to stay there, she would sleep with the baseball bat next to her bed because she was scared something would happen.
Oh, the daughter would?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because her mom, Lulu, said something like, I could kill you right now.
I think Lulu had mental problems.
I'm pretty sure she... Yeah. Because, yeah.
Good thing we gave her the same name as our dog, Lulu, because they kind of sound alike, don't they?
Yeah.
They're maniacal, Lulu's the best dog, and she's like, I love you so much, and then you turn off the light, and she's like, I'm gonna eat ya.
Yeah.
So what else? That was a very good story. I like that. It reminds me a lot of the crime stories that I hear, and they call them Black Widows.
Oh, yeah.
That a lot of people have done that. There was even a doctor here in South Dakota.
Really?
That killed his patients that way and kept moving around from hospital to hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I don't go to the hospital. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die.
Yeah, that's what, I never read the story, but there was one doctor who killed over 250 patients.
Yeah, when you gotta be scratching your head saying, like, these hospitals are like taking anybody and their brother.
Yeah.
Like, you show up in worn overalls and bibs and
Yeah.
3 teeth, and you're like, I'm a doctor, let me in. I can heal your patients. Okay, let me in. Let me in. Oh, sure. You look like a doctor.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
So, no, I enjoyed that, Ella. I enjoyed that story.
Which one did you like better? Oh, it was true, by the way.
Yeah, you said that.
Which one did you like better, the baby farming or
You know,
the thing?
they're both depressing.
Yeah.
They're both scary.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of like. Boy, it's tough. They're both about the same.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about baby farming, if you're listening, you have to go back to our previous podcast and listen.
Yeah.
That way, you'll be able to, distinguish between the two of them.
Also, you said both of them were very depressing, but you know what else is very depressing?
What's that?
The song, the Happy Birthday, like Happy Birthday to me.
I've never sang a happy birthday. I'm like, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear me. See, that's a lot better, right?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to me. Horns coming. Okay.
But it's still to you. Happy birthday.
Now you're doing it like
you.
You're doing it like the little girls in The Shining.
Happy birthday.
And your face right now is scary.
Happy birthday.
You're listening to the Ella and Leland Show, sponsored by Gopher Recording Studio. www.gopherrecordingstudio.com. We made all your recording needs.
Okay, so we're done with the happy birthday. That came up quick, didn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, I think it's however you present happy birthday. Like you were doing it scared me, reminded me of The Shining. Yeah. You are into that spooky stuff though.
Yeah.
You know, you would much rather watch a spooky story
Yes.
than a happy-go-lucky story.
Yeah.
Although you did watch the movie with your grandma Lisa, Hiachi? Hachi.
Don't spoil. We're not gonna spoil.
Okay, what does Hachi mean though?
Hachi means the number 8 in Japanese.
Japanese.
And 8 is supposed to be the luckiest number, and like it can go up to heaven and back in their
their culture.
Yeah. So basically, this man finds a puppy at a train station with no owner. And
I thought you were going to say underwear, and I'm like, why would a dog be wearing underwear?
Yeah, with no owner, and falls in love. So, you have to watch it, warning you.
He falls in love with the dog, or
the dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And, so it's a very sad movie, and it makes people cry. I've seen it happen.
I didn't cry.
But it's a good movie, though. It's a good movie.
So, will you need tissues?
It depends on if you get very emotional about dogs.
I love that dog.
And people.
And people?
Yeah.
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 So.
Oh, it's a true story too. Hachi, it's a true story.
I did cry in one movie, 8 seconds. That's about Lane Frost. He was a bull rider.
Oh.
And this is true, so I'm not spoiling anything. He got killed by a bull.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I love you. But I wasn't around anybody, so they couldn't see me bawling.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. What's 2 plus 2?
Well, sometimes 2 plus 2 can equal 3.
What's 2 plus 2?
2 plus 2 is 4.
2 plus 2 equals fish.
Okay, I don't understand where you're going with that. But I'll say it's something I don't know about.
I'll explain it later.
Okay, you will explain it later.
Yeah, you need a drawing to show you.
Now, Ella, I would think that right now would be a good time to get rocks.
Yes.
Because you're a rock finder.
Yes.
What do they call that?
I don't know.
That's just a hobby. You're just trying to find the best rock.
Yeah. Also, I found this rock in my rock collection that I got from the lake.
Yeah.
Because I just.
Whoa.
I just bring an empty peanut butter jar and fill it up with rocks.
Yeah.
And I was looking in there and I found this very shiny metal rock, and it was magnetic. And I looked and researched for probably about an hour until I found hematite.
What's hematite?
It is a very spiritual rock, and I don't know where I got it from. It's from the planet Mars, and it's supposed to mean the warrior of.
Is it worth a lot of money?
I don't know.
Let's sell that. Anybody want hematite out there? Talk to Ella.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like yin yang, and if you want to know what hematite is, go search it up for yourself.
Okay, so what is the color? More of a black color?
Like a very shiny black with orange dots in it, orange holes in it.
Does it illuminate? You know what that means? Is it shimmery? Does it shine?
Kind of.
It's
really shiny, but it's not sparkly.
We need to get back to that, and we need to.
Yes.
I need to see the rocks that you have a tumbler.
Yeah, except they didn't come out as I kind of wanted. I wanted them. We need to get a polish.
Oh.
Because the fourth grit is supposed to make it polished, but it didn't. So it said you can use ivory soap, and it didn't polish it. So.
Sure.
I would like it to be more polished because it gives it that wet look.
Is that right? And then we got to look into what? Magnet fishing?
Magnet fishing.
I wonder what we would find.
Oh, some people. But you can make money off of that.
What if we found a bunch of knives?
Yeah, this guy, when he goes magnet fishing, he used to always report guns to the police.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what, lately I haven't been really calling in these things to the police because most of the time they don't even do anything.
Right.
But then he found a very fresh gun, it still worked, with the number scratched off of it, you know that thing on it?
Serial number.
Yeah, it was scratched off. And then he found a bag of tools, and then there were vultures circling at the end of the lake.
What if we found a bomb?
Oh, he has.
We just throw it out there. Whee! I wonder what we're going to get today. And all of a sudden,
yeah, he found a bomb. He called the police immediately, and then he had to wait for a long time. So he's like, oh, do you mind if I just go back magnet fishing? And he found another one.
He found another one? Yeah. I think after the first one, I'd be like, I think it's time to switch wherever.
Yeah, and then the cop's like, I don't think it's the safest way to get bombs out.
And where was this? Was this over in Europe or somewhere?
No, it's in the United States.
Really?
He travels all across the United States magnet fishing.
Can you hear that? It's super windy out.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's so it's really hard to do this podcasting thing now because it's so nice out.
Yeah.
I mean, you look out the window and you're like, man, I wish I should be doing something, right?
Yeah.
But we do this because we love this and we love you guys.
Yes.
And we want to spread the message of Jesus Christ loves you more than anything.
Yes.
I mean, that's the whole mission on earth here.
Yes.
You know, to tell you I love you, you're my brothers and sisters in Christ. Get to know them if you don't know them.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Just say a prayer. All you have to do is, just say, hey, Lord, I don't know, let Him guide you. Let Him guide you, right?
Yeah.
So you were very excited about, after church today, you were supposed to have a youth group.
Yeah, but it was canceled.
She wasn't feeling too well.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe she'll have it another day.
Yep.
And what were you guys making? You were like...
Table runner.
Table runner.
Mm-hmm.
And you got these kits from, where was it? Philippines? Vietnam? Somewhere else, anyway, right? And so these kits, and they made these flower petals.
Yes.
And then they were going to make that into a table runner.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's very, very cool. I'm sorry, we didn't have a lot this week for a podcast, but we're doing it on Sunday.
Yeah.
We want to tell you we love you so much.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ loves you so much. Yep. We'll be talking to you later.
You've been listening to the Ella and Leland Show, brought to you by Gopher Recording Studio, www.gopher